great race, have fun, and be safe.
Yeah, that looks scary, didn't it? Holy shit, what a thing! That's not good.
Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day, namaste, all the greetings and hellos and highs. Guys, Sisley's back here. Listen, Electric City, 3-4, craziness, state championships, and yeah, I put out a video earlier about some of the things that happened in this race, and that intro should show it. This is wild. A 10-turn crit, just absolutely bananas. And you can see, just looking at this rear cam, like, we're what, 3 laps in, and we are single file. This has been bananas. So let's jump right into it. So we're about to wrap up turn 10 here and go to finish lap 4. Few upgrades to the channel. You'll see we've got a little bit more telemetry here. Fastest lap. This guy right here, he just made a couple odd decisions. Like, he's stomping on the pedals at every corner. He's always in the hoods, never in the drops. Just awkward body language, and you can see like the guys that are trying to pass me on the right, like they're getting low, they're getting narrow, they're moving. Just I don't know, just never felt comfortable next to this rider. So we're wrapping up lap 4 here, and as you can see, we're about 8 seconds slower than we were on the second lap. So hey, we're on Matt's wheel. Matt from Rotherham is a good friend, really nice guy, rides with me on Tuesdays. This gentleman too just had this odd knack of always taking the inside line and just announcing it as if I had to acquiesce to the side of the road and like, Enchante, come on through. I mean, yeah, that's bike racing. I'm glad you're calling it out. Just hearing it a couple times during the race kind of had me raising eyebrows. He kept it upright. I mean, he's a safe rider otherwise, just a few odd things. From the intro, everyone is going to recognize this corner. If you take a look, there is manhole covers galore. And my buddy Phil has told me before, you can't always get the line you want, so sometimes you just have to take the line that you're given. He's absolutely right, and it was terrifying. Subscribers to the channel are going to recognize the gentleman to the left in the blue and white from Cumberland Collective, Gettysburg Cycles. Yeah, Andrew Wolf and his squad showed up, super fast guys, but not my favorite corner to hop into between him and our friend I was mentioning earlier, who's still in the hoods. It just seemed like this was a total surge fest, and if you look behind me, again, like, nobody's really detached. I mean, there's a couple guys look like they're struggling a little bit, but it's pretty much single file. And again, the hoods stomping on those pedals in front of me. So we're sneaking up here on the right of our friend Logan, who's just in the back camera there. Logan and I were the sole two CS fellow guys working together for this. Stuck behind this guy again. And our plan was just to try to stick together and have just kind of safety in numbers, make sure that we had a little bit of time and space amongst each other. But as you can see, like, it just keeps on stretching out and snapping. Some people taking good lines, some people bad lines, as you saw from the intro. I kept on creeping my head to watch out for some of these manhole covers, which are kind of like just kind of skirting a few of these earlier in warm-ups. So let's cut ahead and see how do our tactics actually help us out? Do they hurt us? Alright, so we're coming up to a crazy little chicane here. So it's going to be a left and then a right. As you can see, we're taking this weird outside line. I want to... Yeah, I got spooked there. I didn't really like the line I got pushed into. Was trying to avoid those manhole covers again. And you're going to see here that this rider just sketches out a little bit, runs into the barrier. I'm on Ami's wheel, and like we're just kind of... We're going to try to capitalize on this. You can see the huge gap behind us. But at this point, I'm terrified. We're going to have to come back around on the other side of that in a second. And everybody knows that this just happened, so they're just drilling it. 163 heart rate, I'm not too worried about my heart rate. It's that bike handling at this point has got me just skeeved out. I know Ami's got a wheel I can trust. It does a little bit of cyclocross in the winter, or I guess it's the fall, and it's just a diesel motor. So I know if I can stay on his wheel, I'm going to stay connected with this group. But I know that this is the time to go. And you can just see it's all tatters behind me. But here we go. We're going to come into the next left-hander here, and everybody just kind of comes back together and starts coasting. So we're going to go from 29 miles an hour, 28, and I'm still connected. I'm just... Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, now it starts to slow down. Okay. Yeah, and it just kind of killed the vibe here. I thought for sure that we're going to start, like, really drilling this and putting a hurt on people that were caught behind that crash. But, alas, it didn't work out in my favor. And by the time we came back around, they were rushing to put those up. So, a big thank you to all of the volunteers that were able to quickly get that corrected so nobody got hurt. I just want to take a second here to just another shout out to Ami here, because honestly, like, the lines he's holding, the lines he's taking just really kind of kept me in this race. I just cut ahead and was scrumming ahead doing the edit for this video, and just look how confident he is through these corners and just gapping me without even pedaling. Meanwhile, you got everybody just struggling and working real hard to get back there. Looks like this guy from Thor Cycling here is just trying to inch up for some marginal gains, and on the inside again, here we go. And Ami's just not phased, just keeps his line, keeps his cool, and just rolls with it. So props to this guy, man. So we're about to see a little bit of sketchiness here. So, and skirt. So let's go take a look at that again real quick. Also, I'm going to take the advice of Peter Jensen 5001 and do this without music. So we're coming around this right-hand bend, and we've got speed, and it looks like he starts pedaling, and there was no manhole cover at all there. So let's zoom again. Slowing this down and zooming in, you can see his left foot is all the way down, and he's going to get to about the apex. Starts pedaling, pedal strikes, almost loses balance and takes out a couple riders with him. Got to be careful with that. Wait till you're through the turn, or keep all your weight on the outside until you've completed the turn, and just keep everybody around you safe. This completes this segment of Learning with Sizzly. Alright, so I'm starting to bug out, and I can't seem to shake this Thor Labs guy who's been with me since he bites it. And Maddie, I think it's Matt, or maybe it's Sam, just starts jetting it up the right side here. It's Sam. And this guy here just kind of shuts the door on me, which is a little bit of a bummer, because I felt like I had a little bit of momentum there, but it was definitely his line. It's bike racing. But you can see heart rate's getting a little bit higher. Somebody's already pulling the plug, putting their hand up back there, because it's getting spicy, it's getting hot. It's 98, 97 degrees, and yeah, we've all seen a couple crashes. And here's our friends from Cumberland again. So we complained about a couple riders before, and I'm going to take this one because I'm going to do something pretty boneheaded up this next stretch here. Again, it's hot. I'm making bad decisions. It's 99 degrees. Not giving myself an excuse, but I'm about to try to shoot this right side here, and it's going to be a bad idea. So I think that since everybody's soft pedaling, I can shoot to the front of this race. It seems like it's smooth sailing. Cumberland's hip to this, shuts the door, Hip first, right into this barrier. Now, we're gonna slow this down. We're gonna see this one more time. I think I'm gonna make it. Cumberland says no. Hip right into the barrier. You can hear everybody around me saying no because it's a bad idea. That was stupid. And there's the aftermath. Guys, don't shoot stupid lines. And this is another moment to learn with Sisley. I think that comes to 4 crashes, almost 4 crashes. So, yeah, a little sketched out. Part of that's my fault. But, yeah, let's cut ahead because we're rounding out the last few laps here. Alright, so we're on lap 16 out of 18, so 2 to go. And we're coming up to our corner 10 again here. And everything has come back together. So no one's off the front. Anybody who's off the back is totally off the back. And we're about to see something go down. So we're going to slow this down with some older software here, but you can see a couple things that go down here. And if you look to the left here, you're going to see our Star Trek rider just, it looks like he just completely loses control here, or a snap chain or something to that effect. So if we zoom in just a little bit, you're going to look here, and it looks like the chain's already come off or snapped. Something's not right there because it's caught by the crank. And then he just almost saves it, which is really impressive. And it looks like the chain is just completely gone at this point. And then goes on. There's the chain again. So I'm not sure what happened there. And if you look closely at what's happening to the rider in the white and stripes, is his wheel somehow, the bars of the fallen rider went into his spokes and just spun him all the way around. So that is what we saw. I had reached out to Enzo on Strava just to make sure he was okay, but it turns out it looks like it was sprint shifters ended up throwing him into his little ring and causing that crash, unfortunately. But that's not all that happened in Scranton. Anybody who knows me and my wife knows that Kim was racing that day as well. And with our friend Rachel here, who put the attack in to start this breakaway, they got a huge gap to start with. And by the end of the day, I'll let the announcer do his job. So Kim gets to be state champ, a whole bunch of great pictures of her dog. Not a bad day in Electric City. So we'll be back next year. Thanks for checking in, guys. I'll try to get something out again real soon.